Welcome to Factorio Reverse Megabase. My name is Nila, so this is episode 9 of our Let's Play. So I did what can only seem like a bit of work between sessions, but that's actually not true. I am absolutely lying. It's not a bit of work, it's a lot of work. I have moved my entire red circuit just a few tiles out. I have moved this entire thing a few tiles out because I kind of wanted this one, and then as I built it, I realized that I wanted this distance and this distance to be somewhat the same. And then I realized that it just didn't look right, and I wanted this one to be aligned to that, I guess. Could also be aligned to that one, but it's not. Now it's aligned to this. I don't know. It's all a big mess, and I might just change it again. Who knows? But as always, thank you very much for your comments in the comment section below. It is awesome. I got a lot of different comments about stuff I was missing here and why did I do that. And one thing I want to address that is actually a lot of people commented on, but it is not correct. So that's more interesting for me. When I did this, there was a slight surplus here, 0.150. And you guys have been freaking out like, oh my god, this is gonna jam at some point. It's not gonna jam because it's not running at full capacity. This would only jam if I was working at absolute 100 capacity. I'm not. I'm producing 308 and I'm only using 277. So even with that being said, I'm actually gonna tear this apart because there was one excellent suggestion. There are a lot of good suggestions, but there was one excellent suggestion. And we like excellent suggestions better than we like okay suggestions. So the idea was basically that why am I not just using, why don't you just, right? We love those. The thing is, I had 9 of these here. And what I could have done instead was actually just go here. By the way, we don't want to do this all day, every day. So, but I think it's a valid way for me to say, you know what, I'm listening to you guys, and I want to make sure that I take in your inputs as consideration. Otherwise, it's kind of pointless to comment in the comment section if no one's actually, if it doesn't sort of give rise to changes, right? So that's why I want to do this. And the next one. That's totally not what I wanted. That one. But this one has to be all out. And then I can, afterwards, I can paste the other one in. So it's not so bad. And the last one. Whoops. Something here was not working right. Alright, so I can now take this. Do we think that's right? Sure. Accept that one out. Alright, so the point of this is I'm now actually taking what I'm producing here and feeding into this line, which is good. Much better. So let's start by just smashing it in here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And how far back can we go? We can go, nope, we can go to that one. Great. And now we just need this one sorted, but I'll take all of this out, all this out, all this out, and then I can take this thing and just move it down so it takes a lot less space. Let's see if that works. Should be good. Definitely don't need these. And we have a few minor tweaks and turns to do. That one goes here, 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 here. This one's out. Do we think that it's working? Okay, so let's re-look at this. Right, and this again, we are going to do a here. This is much simpler. Alright, this one you can't really trust, but the point we want to see is, can all of the heavy oil here be converted? Yes, it can. Almost, but it can. Because it's not running at 100%, this is producing 308 and it only needs 277. And so that's not going to be working at full speed, and therefore this one will be able to keep up. The 244 that I produce, yes, that can be converted. And what I will need to do is that I'm going to take these ones. They're not going to work at all the speed, so I'm just going to use sort of a manual mode here. I am having 244. I'm dividing it by 20, and then I multiply by 1.3. That's going to be how much we're actually producing. We're producing like 15, let's call it 16. And then I compare it to how much this one is consuming, that one. So this one consumed 21. That means what this one is producing can be consumed by all of this, but it also means that, as you can see, this one's going to be idle. Yes, indeed, it unfortunately is. Almost all the time. This one's going to be busy once in a while. This one's going to be somewhat idle. But what I now have done is that I've compacted it and it cannot jam. So we're happy. Happy. And this one. So these are working. One of the things that we'll keep it like this. One of these things, this one should be, what are you at? You're at 40,000, and this one should be at, let me think before I look at it. It should have more than 88,000 in it. Ah, crap. Oh, right. Yeah. So one of the things now, this one will actually, these other ones here, they will perform so that this one is working at full speed, which is actually going to be almost 4,000 signs per minute if we look at this part alone. But they will now be dragged down because my rocket fuel is only working at 3,000 signs per minute. Yep. Let's not kill ourselves by trains. That would be so embarrassing in this playthrough to kill ourselves by trains. But what I can then do, also some comments about the rail planner and why I'm not using it, because I think it absolutely sucks. In this case, it's probably going to be fine, but it just absolutely does not work if there's things in the way. There, look at that. We can now take the train. And all the way up here, this is where we're going to build the next stuff. So what we need to figure out, we've already done the majority of the work, so I can just grab this one. It has to be doing two things. Yep, not this one, but I wanted to stick grid here. So what is it we want to do? We want to do two things. We want to take this one, and that is where we are going to make solid fuel, and boom. All right, that's producing 4.2, and we have to go down to this one and take all of this, but not the last one, because the last one is actually not being fed by the train, so only this part. And this is how much we need to make, 256. Okay, 256. So I'm just gonna make that in a little here, so we keep things in mind, and yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to take the output is going to be 256. That's our objective. And this one was producing 8 or 4 point something. So let's build a few grids of these and then just see where that's, just to get a sense of how many. We did already do that, but it's actually kind of changed now. And with all this done, boom, let's see, that's 68. 68. So that's going to be 4 times this. That's 120 something. That's going to be 100 something something, and that's going to be something something and something. Yes, indeed. It's going to be a bit too much, I think. Let's see when everything is settled. Done. Here, 272. And how many could I take out just to... Can we do that one? 255 point a tiny bit. Yeah, so how much is this? This is 60. But it has the advantage of being an 8x8 grid. That's super nice, right? But anyway, we'll try to do the 60 and just basically round it off and go like, yeah, that's probably fine. So this one we have to do. It can be in, it doesn't have to be anything with 8, because we are actually going to get trains inbound with oil, and oil trains coming in is going to be difficult. So this is where I want to see if we can build both at the same place. So let me just grab some of this, and then I'm going to make that one. And I'm going to try with the basic. I know that it's really weird to do basic for this, but I want to see if it actually could be done. There. So this one is making, oh, hold on. If I'm using this part, then we need to figure out what that is. Yeah. What if this one instead was here? Yeah. And try again. Now there should be no light oil. Great. So that's 3,930. That is over here. Minus 3,930 inbound. Great. Yep. And each of these is producing, whoops, 100. Well, that's just going to be 40 of these. Perfect. So I have 40 of these plus 60 of those. It's 40. I mean, it's something with 10, right? It's something with 10. So this is, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, and something with 10. Yep. And then I'd have to get like 4 of these there, and please make room. Yes. All right, so this is what we need in one location. That's actually not so bad. Our main problem will be the flow. Let's actually see how much oil that will take inbound. It'll take 6,840. That's kind of a lot. And $6,840. Yeah. And one train is going to be, if it's 16 wagons of train, how much is one train wagon actually containing? I don't remember. Does it say 25? Okay, so it's going to be 16 times 25,000. So it's 400,000 per train, and then we basically take 6,840. No, the other way around. I have 400,000, and then I divide it by 640. That means every 58 seconds the train comes in. That's all right. That's all right. I think we can do that. I think so. And a bit of productivity. Let's keep that one flowing. Yeah, I think that's actually fine. So I don't know how I'm going to split it. This one, since it's 6, it could also be 12 times. Yeah, I think I might want to do 12 instead on this one. I'm not at all concerned about whether I can actually do it or not. Let's see, that should be 12. Yep, 12 times 36, and we need to get to 60, so here, that one. There, good. Let's look at this. This is pretty damn good, right? Obviously the whole damn thing is not going to be there. It's going to be somewhere, more like the middle. How the hell do we do the middle here? That one. And this one, I guess. That's the middle. Does that look? Yeah, this looks very much like the middle. Perfect. And then obviously I need to get something and something. Yeah. That's aligned here, and that's aligned there. I'm going to call that the middle, and it's looking good. It looks very much like the middle. Perfect. And of course, I'm missing a lot of other things, but I'm not so worried about this. Am I though? First of all, I'd like to get these out, and then I need to figure out. I think I want these. Okay, each row here is not going to do much. No, 21. That's actually almost a half a belt, so that's pretty good. So let's do stuff like this. And there. And then the question is, how do I do the other part? Because the flow here will be quite a lot. I need to get, first of all, I need to get 6,800 in here. That's gonna be a bit of a tricky thing, keeping the flow correct. So this one's pretty simple, but oil parts, I mean, the easiest part would just be something like this. Oops, that one. And then getting it from out here. But do we think that's going to be enough? Or in terms of just flow? I don't think so. Well, 4,000 flow. 4,000, right? Yeah, it's 4,000 here. So 4,000, that should be split on 4 belts or 4 pipes. So what if we take half of this that way? So I get 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay, so we're going to have to do this here. And that will go from here to the next one. Yep. It's pretty simple. So why am I using these even though it uses a lot more oil? It's simply because there's a lot fewer entities here. And that means this is 4 rows, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows though. What if I had 4 rows of 15? 15 rows, 15 row of 4 rows of 15 each. It would make it fit better with each of these fits with one of those. That would fit a lot better. But then again, I'd have 15 rows of awfulness coming out. Don't like that prospect. Or this is 20, this is 50. I just want to see with 15. It's 68. Yeah, that's too much for one belt. So it's not great. Also, by the way, this is 10. No, this is 12. Yeah, 12 to 4, 12 to, yeah, we can probably balance that somewhat okay. Yeah, it's going to be 6 to 4, 6 to 4. Yeah. Okay, so how do we do this? Okay, so the idea being each of these will have to fill more than this, but also move on to something else. It's just not good, right? Maybe I take that one, and these two will be going into a single pipe. I think we need to have a lot of these there. For example, something to this effect. Take this one out. I think this is better. Yeah. Because I'm going to be pushing 2,000 on this. 2,000. And these are 5 rows. One. 2. And then out here, we get basically this one. And we get that from boom, boom. Like that. So this one continues. And if I have to maintain 2000, then we have to also be a bit careful about the flow rate. How many intersections can we get? This is where the Factorio, the Factorio wiki is super nice. And then we can just look up something like pipe. And fluid system. Yes, maybe fluid system. Fluid mixing, fluid flow. Here we go. So if I want to maintain 2000, number of pipes between pumps. If I want to maintain a flow of 2000, I can only have 3 intersections between. But if I want to have 1500, then I can have 7. That's a big change. So this is 1, 2, 3, 0. Which actually means I have to do, so for example, this 1, 2, that's okay. But this is 1, 2, and then another one. In this case, I'm actually having to build these everywhere. This is insane, actually. I think so. To maintain the pressure high enough here. And that one. Like that. Except, how am I gonna get the last of this? Here, and then this one will be slightly different, I imagine. This one will have very low flow. How much flow is it on this one? Yeah. It's still 700. If I want to maintain 800, then I can have 261 pipe segments in between. So that's just not going to be a problem. All right, but I think this is pretty good. And I'm just going to figure out how to get the oil in. Why did I not just do this? Because then I could do that one going upwards and do something like this going outwards. Yeah, I think that's better. I like it. Yeah. And we also need to figure out where we put the power balls. Boom. That's probably fine. And I'm still going to get some light, even though it's not necessary. There. So that is going to be our grid. I'm going to take that one out and I'm going to build this one. Boom, boom, boom. Go this way. And on this one, I have just a tiny difference there. Perfect. And it goes out here. This one can also be taken out. Goes to that location. This one can be taken out, goes to that location. This one can be taken out and goes to that location, which means all of these have to be pushed up. Here. There. And yeah, it's up to the first one, so I have to do that. And then it goes in here, and then the rest is lower pressure, and that can go flow the other way. perfect. This one seems good. This one seems good. Everything is just fine on this one. Great. And then this one is also going to be just fine. Gonna make that here. But then this will be the grid. And I take that one, which will now be pasted all the way over. And then that's just the last one. We take some pipes out. Okay, so at this point, we now have something like this. Actually, it's much nicer to go the other way, I think. Or it actually doesn't matter at all. Yeah. Here. Okay. Oops, I forgot to figure out that where I wanted the piping here, so I'm gonna take all of the lights out. Lights out. All the lights are off. And instead I'm gonna put that one here. Yeah. Makes perfect sense. That gets copied to here. Here. And now we forgot the lights again. You know, lights are important. I'll try this one again and then go back. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this one out here. Get it, and get it, and then these have to go. Oh, no. That's actually not correct, because it's only halfway in. It's these ones have to go out. Because they come from the other side. There. This is the middle, right? Yeah, this is the middle. Because it's important that they go the other side. There. And on the side, we're going to have basically the same. Oof, close. And again, pipe, pump, pump, pump. And here. I have no idea how we're going to do the rest of the next one. So, goes over to this one, goes in here, and we found out we can actually have 3, so that's good. This one, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, and then that one. It's still going to be fine, and there, right? And next is right, so this flow is probably could actually be an issue, right? I'll do it this way instead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe? Don't know. I don't exactly know how it's counted, but I guess we'll find out. If it's constrained, then we will find out. And less than that. Wow, this is bad. One, 2, 3. here. Boom. That one. And there. Okay, so all of this is now working except for just an acute lack of power poles. Ah. What a fortunate situation. Alright, so now the next one is going up here. And this is where I'm really going to be a bit in doubt, to be honest. I'm going to take this one without any of this, any of this, any of this, any of this, and any of this maybe, and definitely none of these either. So that would be how big do these train need to be to get there? It kind of has to go. Okay, not until. I don't even know how to explain this to myself on how far out it is. I think it has to be out there, maybe. And it comes in up here. That one definitely has to be off. And I'm going to build 1, 2. And then I'm going to build some fake liquid trains. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. And they're probably going to be bad for performance. But so be it. And, oops. The good thing is, I'm not going to overbuild them. And then now I need to figure out if this is the right location. Take this. I think I should take this as well. And including the trains there. Just go in here. It actually looks super, super tight. This is actually perfect. Yeah. All right, so, I mean, that's one thing. This one's going to go into, it's going to be having these number ingredients here. That one. Oops. And then it's going to be crude oil. Boom. Crude oil coming in to solid fuel going out. Let's also make sure that this part is working. Wow, look at that. It actually works almost everywhere. Except that one. Could it work for this one? Should it work for this one? That's probably fine. So we get that one in. Cool. That's all of these are now hooked up. That's great. I wonder if this one could also just here, just for good measure. And I kind of feel we need to have a train outbound as well. It's going to be a train of this size and also location, honestly. Here. What the hell is that one doing? Oh, yeah. Actually, that's not actually bad. The only thing is, like, where is it going to be? It's going to be here. Or here, maybe. Right? And this one's just going to be called solid fuel. Boom. So solid fuel goes out here. I like it. And these are 4 belts. That's not really... I think that's not the right size. I'm gonna need to get it into 8 lanes because I have 12 lanes. No, I have 6 lanes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 to 8. Is 6 to 8 better than? Yeah, I think 6 to 8 is better. Or 6 to 4. 6 to 4 is not gonna be enough because then it won't be enough here. So I'm gonna have a 6 to 8 splitter. And that should be as close as possible because I want the close-up belts as big as possible. What am I looking for? 6 to 8. That one. Oh, that's disgusting. Yeah, I don't even know how to do this. There's kind of 2 schools of thought on this. You can either do... If I did it this way, it would be as close as possible. Like that one. And here. Oh, right, it's 2. It's actually 2. That one. Oh no, that's not actually how it's gonna be then. These will not be picking up fast enough, will they? I don't think they will. Nope. We're gonna have 2 inserters for each train then. At the very least like this. Does that make sense in any way? I don't think so. That's 8. Yeah. Could I do that? Let me just try something. Yeah, they're fine. They're fine. Good stuff. So we're gonna build that one. Yeah. How important is this? There's also the argument that it would actually be a lot nicer if it was building up here on this side, wouldn't it? Yep. That one. There. Yes. Middle. Middle. So much nicer. This one. Take it out and... Here. 1, 2... I like this. And then we'll just fire it up. I am still missing how to do the balancing. The balancing of the oil coming out. Because that's going to be a mess. It's going to be an absolute disaster. I know that. And so... question is really how close do we want to take this? 1, 2. That one. It kind of seems silly that one is, oops, one is so far away from the other ones, like this. You know, that's actually probably better. And I can now take all of this and shuffle it over by 2. I can take, let's see, that one. Perfect. That's gonna be good. I'm gonna take you out. I'm still gonna have these. They're gonna be on the forward one. That one, it'll be here. You are gonna go to that one until full. I'm gonna clean up this location. It's alright, and I will just try see if I can get some oil in here. We won't be able to make the balancing, but if I can just smash some oil in here, that would be lovely. Then we can at least start seeing if it works, even though we've gone way over time. There. Let me just do this for all of it, just to see if that works. 4,000 outbound, 3,000 being consumed, and this, and it gives us 255. Yeah. So these ones are not working because they don't get anything. Why do they not get anything? That was weird. So this is like massive, but that one is pretty dead. Why are you dead? So you're dead, but you're doing fine. Well, the way we can see it is if these belts are full, they're not. This one is full. Yeah. Full, full, 0. What the hell? Oh. That's kind of clumsy. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Right? That should work. There we go. 2,000 being pumped. And then it drops down. Excellent. That was kind of weird. Unfortunately, these belts are not full, and that is mistakes were made. Okay, there. And as always, I'm gonna leave it up to you to find all my stupid mistakes. I'm sure you're better at it than I am, so they are almost full belts, which is exactly what I wanted it to be. It was almost full belt. These are gonna go in here. This one is filling up. This one is now going to that one until empty. You can't quite get there, but that's kind of understandable. And I will get that train. You get up here. Boom. Don't stand on tracks. I'll get another one. 1. Boom. Yep. And this train will now be deconstructed. And I think that's just gonna be it, right? This one is going in, it's being unloaded. How fast is it being unloaded? Interestingly enough, that some of them are full, some of them are not full. Huh. Oh yeah, this is something, this is the one you were mentioning, shouting at me for last time. Oops, I'm gonna just go there. Oh, that's embarrassing if I didn't even fix that. Can I copy that to that? Yes, I can. Go. Oops, I'm gonna go get it. Ah, I'm way over. Oh, way over. Way over. But I have to fix this, otherwise I'm gonna get like another 50 comments of my bad 7 to 8 splitter. Here. And that one, no wonder it was bad. There. See? Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. It's a perfect balancer. And that one will also be getting out. That's cool. Oops. There, let's get empty all of that. You. There, good. All right, so we are done, and be sure to leave the comments about what I'm missing. I am missing some balancing here, and I don't really have a good idea how to do this, but we'll figure it out. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you are enjoying this build. It's now we're getting into the liquid issues, which is troublesome and indeed. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys. Take care and stay effective.